So in almost 3 decades, there's been a lot of crazy theories and fan speculation about the Power Rangers universe, and there's been some really interesting theories floating around online. Some good, some bad. So in this brand new video series, I'm going to talk about Power Ranger theories that I find online, see if I can debunk them, see if they hold up, see if they make any sense, and just have a general discussion with you guys in the audience as you watch this video. So get ready for a brand new series called Power Rangers Mythbusters, or Power Rangers Debunked. The title's still a working thing, but I'll see what happens. So when Zordon's energy tube was destroyed at the end of Power Rangers in Space, all the evil was wiped out in the galaxy, save for a few, and this made Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa turn back into humans as they had all the evil wiped out in their bodies, and we never saw from these characters ever again, until Power Rangers Mystic Force, where Rita Repulsa revealed to start studying good magic instead of evil magic, and later became Mystic Mother. Now this was mostly due as a homage because the actress who played Mystic Mother, which was called Heavenly Arch Saint Magiel, also played Witch Bandora in Zyuranger, and Zyuranger was the Sentai footage for Mighty Morphin. So this was a cheeky little reference that they slipped into Mystic Force, and a lot of people love this little reference because it adds to the lore of Power Rangers by saying, hey, Rita Repulsa's still around and she became a good person. And I'll probably make a video talking about Rita Repulsa becoming Mystic Mother in a separate video. It's highly requested and a lot of people want me to talk about it. So what happened to Lord Zedd's human form? Well, we're not entirely sure, but there's a fan theory out there that fans believe Lord Zedd was Optimus / the Master from Power Rangers Mystic Force. And the fan theory going around that fans speculate is Lord Zedd became evil once again and became Optimus, king of the underworld. And with all that evil inside of him, he forced Rita Repulsa to use all her knowledge of magic as Rita Repulsa to become Mystic Mother, so that way the goodness in her could form a new team of Power Rangers, being the Mystic Force. And although that theory seems interesting, it does also seem a little bit wacky and kind of a little bit convoluted. I mean, I believe it on some parts, I believe it here and there, but hearing what Octomus is, where he's this giant Cthulhu Satan monster, I've just got the feeling that Octomus has been there since the beginning of time, and we've always sort of known that he's been lurking in the darkness. Another thing being added to this theory, a lot of people think Lord Zedd turned evil after he had Thrax, because why would Thrax be evil if both his parents were good? And that's mostly due to the confusion and unknown timeline when Thrax was conceived and when Thrax was born, so no one really knows when they had the baby or when they had Thrax, and that's sort of like a mystery that is unsolved in the Power Rangers universe that I probably don't want to tackle. Not just yet though. So a lot of people speculate that Thrax was born after Power Rangers in Space and then Lord Zedd turned evil and raised an evil son. That's one of the theories out there. For me, I just thought Thrax was born evil and raised himself to be evil, knowing who his parents were and wanted to follow that legacy. So is Lord Zedd Optimus, or did he become Optimus? Well, I want to say no. Because Optimus is the supreme ruler of darkness, the leader of the underworld, the ruler of the underworld, and for something to be like a giant Cthulhu / Satan, something like that must have been around for over thousands of years, probably longer before Lord Zedd, and we don't really know what goes on in the different realms of Power Rangers, whether it's heaven, hell, or whatever dimension you want to call it, so Optimus was probably been there the whole time, just laying dormant until the time was right. Like a lot of these villains past the Zordon era. So, I don't think Lord Zedd became Optimus, but if he was possessed by him or became a vessel, that theory would be a lot more believable. But we never saw Optimus's human form or what he looked like. He was just a giant monster, so we never saw whatever forms he could take on in Mystic Force. So, unfortunately, I want to maybe debunk this theory and say it's not true, but this is a fan theory, so it's up to your interpretation and whatever you want to believe in the end. So what do you guys think of this theory? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm bringing this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new and you want to see more content like this if you're brand new here. Also, turn on the notification bell. Special thanks to all the YouTube members and Patreon supporters such as Swagger4 and Andrew McCoyle. If you want to get your name shouted out like these guys over here, hit the join button or become a Patreon supporter. Your support is much appreciated. With that said, I'm bringing this video to a close. Thanks for watching.